So I want to kind of start with a little bit of a story. I was a college student. And so being a college student, I got the opportunity to be involved in an array of organizations. I'm an orientation leader, Student Government Association, and the list goes on. One of my favorite groups that I'm a part of is my fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Black and Gold 06. And so in this experience, in all of these experiences, one thing that I've learned is consistent in every group, no matter who you work with. And that is working with people is hard as hell. And it is hard to get people to do their damn job. I mean, you just be like, what are y'all thinking? What are y'all doing? And so what I wanted to do was draft a presentation that really inspired college students, that inspired leaders to get people and motivate people to just do their damn job. So 3 things that I want to do today. Number 1 is I want to identify what the obstacles are that make people not do what they're supposed to do. The second thing is I want to give you guys a few strategies to really work with these difficult people. I know you got somebody in your mind right now that you're thinking about. Don't look their way, just look at me, because I know they give you a hard time. And then the final thing is I want to have a little bit of fun today. So the impact starts here. Realizing that you work with so many populations and so many groups of people, the first thing that you have got to do is you've got to establish a strong relationship with people. I want you to do something really quick. I want you to think, how many of you guys in here have had a job before? Everybody had a job, right? Okay, sweet. So I want you to think about the boss that you love. Think about the boss that you would they were just amazing to work with. And so you got that person in your mind, and that person can ask you to do anything. I mean, you could be the secretary, but they ask you to take the trash up to the roof of the top floor and throw it over the roof, and you'll be like, okay, I got you. But on the flip side of that, I want you to think about the boss that you did not like. The boss that was difficult to work with. The boss that you were just kind of like, if they walk in and look at me, I'm gonna cuss them out today, it's over with. Now, if that person walk into the room and they just start breathing, you're like, ooh, I can't stand them breathing. Like they just get on my nerves. But again, it's because you don't like them. And so they can ask you to do your job. But you're like, you know what, I don't like you, so it's hard for me to receive that. But you've got to build a relationship with them. How do you build those relationships? Number 1, sometimes you just got to show up for people. Sometimes you've got to make sure that you acknowledge birthdays, babies, weddings, all of the big stuff. Go to somebody's intramural basketball game. You don't even know basketball, but just go, because them seeing your face will really mean something. The second thing is education. And I'm not talking about do you have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, but I'm talking about, is the person educated enough to do what you're asking them to do? I have a student that was one of my presidents before, and she sent me a text message at like 9 in the morning one day. I didn't receive it well because my peak hour is like 10 o'clock. But at 9, she sent me this text message, and she was saying I've got a lot of things that I really want to do, but I don't feel confident to do it. Why? Because I don't feel trained. I feel like you guys should lead some more sessions and lead some more workshops so we can get the knowledge. And I'm like, we did a retreat, we did a Greek summit, we did all of these things, and you telling me you don't know what you're supposed to be doing? That ain't gonna work for me. But after I digested this information, I started thinking, and I was like, it's not her ragging on me and saying I didn't do what I was supposed to do, but she didn't have the skills that she needed to be successful. Oftentimes in life, we're not limited by our abilities, but we're limited by what we can't see. And sometimes we don't know what our blind spots are. So we've got to build a relationship. We've got to make sure that they're educated. And number 3, we've got to inspire people. I'll ask you guys a question, and one of my favorite quotes: people like to work for those who ignite their fires, not those who put them out. And so for you guys around the room, for you guys in this space, I'll ask you the question: when is the last time that you lit somebody's fire? When is the last time you made somebody smile? When is the last time you went above and beyond to make somebody feel like, you know what, I can do this job, or I'm here because I'm supposed to be, or you know what, this is the best decision that I ever made? When is the last time you inspired somebody? And a friend of mine always laughs and jokes, and she says, even puppies like to be played with. And so just like the animals like to have that human interaction, we've got to have that same thing. And we've got to make people feel good. So relationship, education, inspiration. And the last thing is identity.